Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, December 5th, 2022 at 6 p.m. And I will call to order the Freetown Board of Selectmen meeting. This meeting will be recorded, and that recording will be available on our town YouTube page. First agenda item today is actually a public hearing that was continued from the last meeting at 11:28. Does that make sense? Yep, 2022, and we're actually going to continue it again. I'm going to read the public notice. So, Freetown Board of Selectmen, November 22nd, 2022, public notice, Town of Freetown. The Freetown Board of Selectmen, in conjunction with the Board of Assessors, will conduct a public hearing relative to selection of a residential factor that will determine the percentage of the tax burden to be borne by each class of property for fiscal year 2023. The hearing will be conducted at the Council on Aging, lower level, 227 Chase Road, East Freetown, Mass. 02717, Monday, November 28th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Meeting information and further agenda information will be posted on or before the close of business on November 22nd, 2022. So the public hearing is now, I guess, open again?
Yep. Yeah, you never close it.
Never close it, so it's still open. So the Board of Assessors is not quite yet ready to have this meeting, so we're going to continue it again. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to continue this public hearing to 12/12/2022 at 6 p.m. at the police station.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the meeting is now being continued. We're good there?
You are good.
All right, great. Moving on. All right, agenda item 2 is the executive session minutes from 11/21/2022. So I will entertain a motion to approve but not release the executive session minutes from 11/21/2022.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 3 is the seasonal population increase estimate form for the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission. And it looks like the estimate population number there is 9,236. Thank you. And 30 seasonal. Is that how that works?
That's it. They're estimating we have 30 extra people.
30 actually, not a big, not a lot of.
We're not the vacation.
Yeah, what we're looking for.
Well,
Snowbirds.
welcome 30 extra people.
Okay. So, any questions on the form?
No, straightforward.
All right, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve and sign the 2023 seasonal population increase estimate form for the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, now we have a whole bunch of renewals for 2023 liquor license. I'll just read all the applications. I guess before I do that, did everyone supply all the required forms?
Yes.
There's no new applications, right? These are all renewals.
Right, new ones will require a public hearing.
Yep, okay, just make sure. So all folks that are already doing business in town.
Right.
All right, so I'm just gonna list them all and then I'll do one motion for everything.
Sounds good.
All right, so A, Circle K Massachusetts, LLC, DBA Circle K 7518. B, Independence Harbor Inc. C, K&E Liquors, Inc., DBA Crossroads Liquors. D, Mason Road Food Mart Corp., DBA Prime Express. E, M&H Grandpa's Place, Inc., DBA Grandpa's Place. F, M&H Juniors, Inc., DBA Juniors. G, Neon Beverages LLC, DBA Neon Marketplace. H, Profile Rock, Inc., DBA Profile Tavern. And finally, I, Veterans of Foreign Wars Post number 6643. Any concerns with any of those renewals?
All great places.
All right, perfect. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the renewals I listed previously for the 2023 liquor license.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then same thing for the for the entertainment license. These are just renewals too, right?
Correct.
All right, so same thing. This is just for the entertainment license. So we have A, Independence Harbor Inc., B, Profile Rock, DBA Profile Tavern, and C, Veterans of Foreign Wars Post number 6643. Any question on those?
No.
All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the entertainment license for the list I just stated.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And moving on, agenda item 6 is for the following, for a jukebox license. So this is for the VFW.
It's also automatic devices.
Oh,
Correct.
jukebox license and automatic devices. Thank you. So, any questions on this?
The only question I had was like, and I looked for it in the email chain, automatic devices. Exactly, I mean, what does that mean? Like I was
They
looking
have
for-
4 of them, and it's anything that's, I think like an,
Like a cigarette
game,
machine?
like-
Is it like, I thought it'd be like something like that, like a.
like the pro golf.
yeah, like things
Is
like
it,
that.
okay,
yeah.
oh, it's that. I was thinking like
Isn't that
a vending machine of some sort. Maybe not.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I was thinking it's a slot machine, but
There's like, little like games and things like that.
perfect,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we're good there.
Yes.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 6643 jukebox and automatic devices license.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Moving on. Agenda item 7 is the renewal certification form for Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission for 2023. And just how does this differ from the,
It's just a required form by the Alcohol and Beverage Control Commission that states if anyone doesn't renew their licenses, but everyone has renewed this year, but we still have to sign and send the form in.
okay, great. Any questions? All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve and sign the renewal certification form from the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission for 2023.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. We have 2 additional snowplow applications.
Excellent.
So Michael Trahan and Ronnie Freight Sr. And they provide all the required documentation. Any questions?
No, this is great. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we're fine, we're getting
Yeah, we're getting them
somewhat
in.
closer. All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the snowplow applications for Michael Trahan and Ronnie Freight Sr. for the 2022 to 2023 season.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, and then that moves on to personnel.
Yes, I will. Item agenda number 9, discussion vote whether to approve the appointment of Carl Bizzaro to the following positions effective January 3rd, 2023 through June 30th, 2023. Building Commissioner, Zoning Enforcement Agent, American Disabilities Act Local Coordinator, Energy Conservation Officer, Fence Viewer, Public Records Clerk for Building Department, Science Certification Officer. As you know, we interviewed Carl a handful of times, and here on the front of the board, he was our selection for Building Inspector Commissioner. So these are all the things that our previous inspector had, and we're just kind of rolling everything over to him.
Perfect. Fence viewer is my favorite one.
Fence Viewer is my favorite one as well. I always think, is it like almost like Tim Allen in that show? You look over,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
So, all right, well, I entertain the motion to approve the appointment of Carl Bizzaro to the following positions effective January 3rd, 2023 through June 30th, 2023. Building Commissioner, Zoning Enforcement Agent, American Disabilities Act Local Coordinator, Energy Conservation Officer, Fence Viewer, Public Records Clerk for Building Department, and Science Certification Officer.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
I think you have to second it, just,
Second.
and then you say all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's a weird.
Yeah,
two
it
people.
really is when you. All right, item agenda number 10, discussion and vote whether to approve the appointment of Tracy Knowles as part-time senior clerk in the town clerk's office effective January 9, 2023 through June 30th, 2023. So we held interviews with the town clerk, and Ms. Knowles was the selected person.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Great. Look forward to it.
And if that's the case, I entertain a motion to appoint Ms. Tracy Knowles or Tracy Knowles as part-time senior clerk in the town clerk's office effective January 9th, 2023 through 6/30/2023.
I'll make that motion.
Second motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item agenda number 11, discussion and vote whether to appoint Cheryl Quinlan as recording clerk for the Council of Aging Library Community Building Committee effective 12/5/2022 through 6/30/2023. Ms. Quinlan, again, she's on other committees and areas that, again, we hired her for different things, and she's an excellent selection for this committee.
Great.
So it should be great, because we started the meeting last week. We have one more coming up on the 14th. So things are started, and should be a great addition.
Awesome.
I entertain the motion to appoint Ms. Cheryl Quinlan to recording clerk for Council of Aging, Library Community Building Committee, effective 12/5/2022 through 6/30/2023.
I'll make that motion.
I second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Item agenda 12, discussion and vote whether to approve the memorandum of agreement, MOA, between the town of Freetown and Public Unions Local 1144 LIUNA, LIUNA, to add programming outreach librarian to the existing list of positions covered under Article 1 of the collective bargaining agreement and improve the pay scale for this position. As you may remember, Mr. Chairman, this is something we voted on last meeting or the meeting before. This is adding an additional position to the library, and we were waiting for the union to come back and say this was good to go as far as their bargaining unit. And everything has come back, and it's in our packet. Everything's come back, and everyone agrees. Pay scale is pretty similar to everything else as far as scale 1 through, I believe, 10. Everything's in order. Looks be pretty good. I don't see any issues with it, but
Perfect.
yeah, I have no issues with it. So, Deb, anything on this? Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward. If that's the case, I entertain the motion to approve the memorandum of agreement MOA between the town of Freetown, Public Unions and Union, Local 1144 LIUNA, to add programming and outreach librarian to the existing list of positions covered on Article 1 of the collective bargaining agreement and approve the pay scale for this position.
I'll make that motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So now I think we just have the public hearing at 7, so we'll probably go to recess.
Signatures.
Okay, I'll do signatures now for what we voted on, and then we'll go into recess, and we'll come back at 7.
Excellent. Most record timing.
Yeah?
We entertained changing the time, but we had the continued public
Well,
hearing at
yeah.
6.
If we would have changed that,
Yeah.
then of course that hearing would have been ready.
Right.
There's no winning.
It was right.
These are your weekly warrants.
All right, great, thank you.
You can check your email.
I don't know that I wanted to get my blood pressure up that way.
Did you fly or you?
I just flew
Flew in?
in, landed at 2 o'clock today in Boston.
Oh, you're in Boston.
I flew into Boston.
I thought TF Green would be a more pleasant experience. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's a small airport.
Yeah.
TF Green.
Oh, it is, but it doesn't have a direct flight to
That's the seasonal
Tennessee.
alcohol
Coverage.
So on these ones, you have the front cover and then there's one inside of these as well. So there's 2 copies of this and then that
Okay,
on each one. Those are all your licenses. That will take you a little while.
yeah.
And 2 of the fancy licenses in case something happens to theirs. And
That
that
makes
happened a
sense.
couple of times last year, so I could just pull it from the file.
That makes sense. All right, so yeah, so I want to explain to Carlos.
So we've got 2 of the licenses, they're exactly the same, and then this is just the approval of the application.
Sign.
Yeah, 3 times on each one.
You know, it's funny, you go to some of these establishments and sometimes they're near the bathroom, so you kind of look over and see what's signed and what's not. You're like, oh, my name's not on that.
This one might have, okay, yeah. Good.
Which one?
Oh, okay, no.
Independent,
it's
we've got
it's got both.
entertainment
Yep,
licenses,
that
they're all
makes
kinds
sense.
of fun things.
I did.
Did you bump Sharon? About the nomination?
Middleborough.
Is that what you said?
Middleborough schedule. That's what they said.
And I sent
At least
you
for
what I
now.
got from Maya.
Hey, Carl, how you doing?
I think we're good.
Pull and keep an Excel down, it's really working good, like the last couple of weeks.
Hey, Carl.
How are you?
Good. They've already appointed you.
Is that?
You've already been appointed.
Oh, okay, I missed it. Okay,
We have more questions for you, but you were here.
Yeah, you can watch it on the record.
so we're all good then?
You are.
Very good. Thank you.
Show up. Thank you, Joe.
I appreciate you coming down.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
There's several things they appointed you to.
What's that?
There's several things. You got it all.
One is a
Fence viewer.
Yeah, fence viewer. So
Fence viewer.
I hope you're
I'm not sure if we provide
ready for
a,
that kind of
right, I'm not sure
responsibility.
if we provide a step ladder or a higher boost, but
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you look over.
I'll call tomorrow, town clerk. I'm gonna leave a couple of weeks.
I'll give her, this is the information that I gave her to get in touch with you. And these are all the things that you need.
I read that, yeah. So when you do anything else, no?
You're good.
I'll call the town clerk tomorrow, if I can get that, if I go away.
Yes, I'll give it to her first thing in the morning.
Okay.
So
All right.
she has to put it together and then they'll take care of that. And then we did have a conference call on online permitting today too.
What's that?
Online permitting, building.
Okay, is that going on? I mean, yeah.
My other favorite one is the,
Debbie, let's do it, Debbie.
is it the wood measure?
Yeah, measure of wood,
Measure of
measure of wood and bark.
Right.
That's another,
Okay.
Sit
Yeah,
up
yeah,
for this
yeah,
next
do that,
one.
please, yeah.
Yeah,
So
don't
I
look at
have
testing.
some vacation time coming up, but call me, absolutely, yeah.
Great,
Thank you again, have a good
congratulations.
night.
Take care, Carl. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Debbie, thank you.
You're welcome. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
We'll be here before we know it.
January 3rd.
Actually,
Goes by
December,
fast.
it's December? I can't believe it's December.
wild.
You must have had the evening's meeting already. What? This book is-
And it's like, which school? What's the other one?
I think just coordinate with Mike.
What's the other one? Let's just jump through a lot here.
I didn't like the audio of that one.
One of my inks now.
Gotta put that in our next budget. Please, pin allowance.
All right. The same thing, just in a different order. So it's VFW.
All right, great.
Keep going to the end. I don't have any parts for you.
All right, perfect.
You know if they ever use the entertainment license profile? Every time I go there, they close at, I think, 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they haven't, that I'm aware of. He said he was gonna have like entertainment in at night and stuff, but I don't think they're there yet. And they also had originally said that they wanted to do like a mimosa brunch kind of thing. And I don't think they've started that yet either.
That's how you target staff to do it, you know?
It's probably the tough part. I think right now that industry is still pretty decimated from, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they're even doing like lunch too much. This is your plow contract from Ronnie Freak Senior. It's Michael Trahan's.
fancy paper, this.
The license should look fancy, I think. They pay enough money for it, right? This is the alcohol beverages saying that no one has not renewed. So the pre-appointment slips that you do.
So yeah, so that's what I thought. Pool tables considered an electronic device.
You should pay.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, this is the MOA for the union for the programming outreach library.
That's it.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna entertain a motion that we go into recess until the public hearing, two public hearings that start at 7 PM.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are back from recess. So first, we have two hearings this evening. The first is regarding the transfer station fees, so I'm gonna read the public notice. So 11/1/2022, public notice, Town of Freetown. There's two dates for this public hearing, Monday, November 21st, 2022 at 7 PM, and Monday, December 5th, 2022 at 7 PM. Police station, community room, 15 Memorial Drive, East Freetown, Mass. 02717. Regarding the transfer station fee increase, the Board of Selectmen will be holding two public hearings on increasing transfer station fees effective 1/1/2023. The hearings will be conducted on Monday, November 21st, 2022 at 7 PM, and Monday, December 5th, 2022 at 7 PM at the Police Station Community Room, 15 Memorial Drive, East Freetown, Mass. 02717. The public hearing is now open. So we've already had this meeting once. A couple of things to note. So the fees, I think we don't really have any additional questions on the fees. We have one question, I think, actually, that we might want to talk about. But just for the effective dates, the hearing calls for the effective dates to be 1/1/2023. We have some a pending bylaw change that's at the Attorney General's office. So we just sent those out. They have to get reviewed, and there's a 90-day period. So we think to be safe,
March.
we're going to say 3/1/2022.
All right.
That makes sense.
2023.
2023. Wow. I wrote 2022 down in my paper too. Jeez. So that makes
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
I've been stuck in 2002. I kept writing that all week. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, and yeah, this bylaw change will just make it easier. We won't have to post this and advertise it
Yeah.
as much as we do, which costs a bunch of money to do that, and it kind of streamlines this whole process. The only thing I kind of want to discuss a little bit is just the brush pile rates, right? I know Jared mentioned this last time. He was a little, his concern is around the ambiguity with because it's at the operator discretion.
Yep.
So is there any way we think we could maybe, if it's a truckload, it's one number, if it's a half a truckload, it's still kind of operator discretion.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if someone comes in with a S10 or a Ford Ranger or a Frontier, that's a smaller bed.
Yeah,
You're not going to charge the same price as a full-size bed.
yeah,
And it goes by material too. Little branches and stuff like that are lightweight stuff. The heavier things are the not stumps, but limbs. When they bring a truckload of them, and that's where your money's at for chipping it and that's where the cost comes in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, if it was like a truckload of, like, little branches and stuff, you'd probably be looking at in a range of, like, $10.
Yeah,
And if you had a full-size truck, probably be 20.
all right, that sounds, I think it's tough to not have that operator discretion.
Yeah.
To be honest
And
with
I mean, and when the bigger trucks, I mean, people that come in with a full-size truck and the bed's full, and have an attached trailer and that's full.
Yeah,
So, you know,
that's a different story, yeah.
exactly.
So what about like just like grass and like,
Yard waste stuff we don't charge for.
That's free?
Yes, that is free because
Okay.
we turn it into compost and it's dispersed throughout the community. We
Perfect.
use it down at our place too, so.
Yeah. I just want to just be clear about that. So the brush pile is what it sounds like. It's really a brush pile. If it's just leaves and grass clippings, then
Yeah.
that's free.
Yeah, that's on there, and they're separated too. One goes to the left, the other one goes to the right. And even some of the limbs, like the pine and stuff, people have outdoor pits. They come in, they take, they always ask, and I say, take what you want. Just don't climb on the pile. If you can't reach something, ask us and we'll push it down for you.
Perfect.
Right, reliability. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So
Yeah.
I guess the question I have. All right. So
You can come right to the transfer station and get a sticker, they're free.
perfect.
Remember that going through.
I have mine.
I don't have mine. I still have a dumpster in my front yard though, from construction. So, I don't think you folks are not here for the transfer station. Anything else you want to talk about?
That's what I can think of.
All right, so I guess I'm going to close the hearing, then we can vote on that.
Excellent.
So I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so I'll go to agenda item 13, which is discussion and vote whether to approve the transfer station proposed fee listed in attachment A and what date they will become active. So I'll entertain a motion that we approve this transfer station proposed fees listed in attachment A and have them be effective on 3/1/2023.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right,
That's it.
we're good to go.
That's it.
Thanks, Vicky.
Thank you.
Great. Have a good night.
All right, now we're gonna move on to our second hearing. I'm gonna read,
Stay there if you want, or you come on up. It's up to you.
yeah, if you don't mind just coming up, just in case we have any questions. And the microphone's up here, so it's easier.
Awesome, well, that's important.
Yeah, come on up. I love the candy canes. You know?
All right, so I'm just gonna read the public hearing. So Town of Freetown, public notice, 11/1/2022. Notice is hereby given that license have been filed for an alcoholic beverage restaurant license. All alcohol to be drunk on premise for Carlsley Inc., 59 South Main Street, Asona, Mass. 02702. Manager Jamie A. Medeiros. The public hearing is to consider the above matter will be held on Monday, December 5th, 2022 at 7 p.m. The police station community room, 15 Memorial Drive, East Freetown, Mass. 02717. Public hearing is now open. Thank you for joining. So, just for the record, you are Jamie Medeiros?
Yes,
Okay. And you live in town?
yes.
Great. So I guess tell us just a little bit about what your plans are for the.
We're trying to open up at night, as you know,
Yeah.
obviously. And we're hoping to put a little restaurant in.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Just trying to flip what we had into the night and hope that we can get more volume with people being at home versus half the town being at work.
Yeah, I hear you. And so this is obviously for the public that this is the location that was Sona
So
Roasters.
Roasters, correct.
Which I'm a big fan of.
Thank you.
So.
I'm glad to see you guys here again. It's
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to dismantle the restaurant, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, we put so much into it.
Absolutely.
So the only turnaround was to try to do night. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens. you
great
know?
idea. We need something this side of town. This
Right.
fits right in with it.
Right, East Freetown over there has it, so it's like, it's a good
Right.
thing on this end, right?
Absolutely. I think
We have nothing.
right.
There's
Absolutely. I
nothing.
think you'll do very well.
Yeah.
Adding a license like this is,
Right.
I think, would
Right.
increase your chances of even
Especially that
more
nighttime.
success. Of course.
Right, you know?
Absolutely.
Right.
So we just get some other little procedural stuff out of the way too. So when these situations, butters were notified.
Yep, I have
Yep.
the green cards, they brought.
All the green cards, just want to put that on the record that we got all the required documentation that we
Isn't it
need.
paid for you?
Correct.
certified?
So one thing I did know is for the hours of operation that you're looking for, like, it seems, so it says Tuesday through Sunday, 3:30 to 9.
Right, and again, the hours are so wishy-washy right now. Like I told Luann, I definitely expect on opening more, but right now, you're looking at the staff.
Yeah, well,
So if, once we get that staff fit, I would love to add days, and so if we can keep the window open.
that's
for
what I was
hours.
gonna suggest,
Right,
right? Like,
right.
let's not, because that's just gonna complicate things down the road.
Exactly.
I think that, the way we should put this is that it would be, just like we do for a profile tavern, right, in East Freetown,
Yep,
and that's,
right across the board.
yeah.
Across the board.
It's
That
8
way
a.m.
you operate as you need.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if I decide to do breakfast someday, we want
Yeah.
mimosas on a Sunday.
Absolutely. And I suggest you do.
That makes
those on
sense.
Sunday.
I strongly suggest that you do most of that stuff.
Yes.
That's a
Bloody
good
Marys
point.
as well, some people like that as well.
Right.
But no, like Trevor said, we looked at the hours of operation, which was probably based on the former restaurant, or the way it was, right? It's mostly morning breakfast time. For us, we looked at it, we spoke about it, and to increase your chances of success, we want you to be successful,
Yes.
giving you the same hours as all other restaurants in town, which is, to use the example of Profile Tavern,
Right.
is the way to go.
Fair shot.
That way you have
Right.
the opportunity to do what you need to be successful.
Whenever.
And you don't have to come back to us and say, hey, I want to change it to out of Friday.
Right.
No,
Cut all that red tape right out.
Sunday through Saturday,
Makes all the sense in the world, right?
Yeah.
perfect.
Right.
No brainer.
Alright,
Thanks.
so like one timeline, like when, pending our vote on this, like when do you think you could,
Realistically be open?
yeah,
Honestly, I'd like to shoot for February.
okay,
Because right now, they say 4 to 6 weeks from ABC
yeah,
in Boston. So if I get the go-ahead today, that'll give us time to start working on things in there
yeah,
and waiting for Boston to come back.
Yep.
And hopefully when Boston comes back, we'll be ready to go,
Yeah.
providing that we are.
yeah,
But sooner than later, you know what I mean?
yeah, no, I hear you.
Absolutely.
Alright, awesome.
Great. I'm excited for
And
that.
are you gonna serve food, say at night too, in addition, that's kind of the plan here, right?
Is it?
You're gonna serve food like later in the evening, if this works
It's a
too?
full-blown restaurant.
Full-blown
yeah.
restaurant.
It's more food than
Yeah,
alcohol.
no,
The
yeah.
alcohol is a must, obviously.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'd
People
maybe
go out,
do a
they
trivia
go out
night,
and drink.
a trivia night going on?
You never know.
There you go.
Well, if you do trivia night, you do have to apply for entertainment's license, right? I believe.
I don't know.
Good to know, that's good to know.
But I think you'll be okay, right?
Right.
So, no, we wish you the best, and
Thank you.
it's a great idea. We're welcome that. This side of town really needs a place to call home. In a
Yeah,
sense.
right,
Right,
right.
we're like 5 minutes away from there, so we know what it feels like on this side of town. Right?
Yeah. All right, I mean, looks like nobody else showed up for the hearing. I think, any other questions from anyone? Good?
No, we're good.
All right,
It's
so
an easy one.
I'm gonna, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I second that motion.
Yeah, you make the
Motion
motion. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, now we just need a vote. So, I'll entertain a motion to approve the alcoholic beverage restaurant license. All alcohol to be drunk on premise for Carsley Inc. Carsley Inc. Effective,
Obviously, right.
yeah, Carsley Inc. Effective 1/1/2023 to 12/31/2023 with the operation hours of 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days a week.
Motion made.
Second,
Aye.
all in favor? Aye. All right, all set?
Wonderful, thank you.
Good?
Thank you.
Congrats, guys.
See you guys soon.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing I have to do from here? And I'm good?
We're gonna provide you with your actual license, right?
I have to wait, I'll file with ABCC in the morning.
Okay, then.
Okay,
And
so
then
it's
once
nothing
they
I'll
come back and tell me that I can issue it, then I'll issue it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Plan, thanks guys.
Have a good one.
If we don't see you guys, enjoy the holidays.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
too.
well,
Thank you.
All right, great.
That'd be great. I hope Harry's will follow suit.
We have plenty, right, to give out. That's, is that just those two?
Hope so. Yeah.
Perfect. You're done. First 2 pages, please.
Thank you.
You got it. So we're almost there.
That's me. Just these two.
Yep, just the top 2.
Take out.
All set, Trevor.
All right, so all set. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second that motion.
I'll make the motion.
Make the motion.
I'll
Sorry.
second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.